Good afternoon, first grade. How are you? Today we're going to talk about science, and I have Josh here to do a little experiment with me after we talk about habitats and migration. So we've learned about habitats, and by now your habitat boxes should be almost done and ready to go. So let's review what a habitat is. A habitat is where an animal lives or where a person lives. So we live in our houses. Every animal needs food, shelter, and water. So they need to live in the proper place and be in the proper habitat so they are able to survive. If we put a camel in the Arctic, they're never going to survive. They need hot weather, and in their humps is where they store their water. So out in the desert, they don't find water, so they use their humps for the storage of water. Polar bears. We don't want to put them out in the desert because they won't survive. They need cold weather, and they need to be able to eat and hunt for their food in the water. So an animal is put in a habitat in order to survive. They're placed in that specific space for a reason. Now let's talk about migration. When animals migrate, it means that they move from one place to another. And they usually do that in the winter and in the spring. So like we've talked about whales, they live up in the north, and in the winter they go south to where the water is warmer for them. Geese, they fly south for the winter where it's warmer for them. So not every animal migrates. Like polar bears, they don't migrate completely to a different place, but they kind of move around so they can find different sources of food if the place that they're at, there's not very much food. Seals, they do the same thing. They might move around in the water, but they don't go completely different area. And walruses, they don't do that either. They pretty much stay in their same general space so they can survive in the cold. Now, those three animals, they all live in the North Pole or in Antarctica. But do you know what's special about those three animals? And some other animals, but we're going to focus on those three today. Underneath their skin and their fur, they have a layer of blubber. And blubber is what helps them stay warm in the winter. And they can feed off of that. So like camels, they don't have a layer of blubber because they live in the desert. But walruses and seals and polar bears, they need to stay warmer, so they have that layer of blubber. Now, when it's warmer outside for them, their blubber isn't as much. But in the cold, they have more blubber to keep them warmer. So today, Josh and I are going to do a little experiment, and we're going to pretend that our finger is the blubber. So we're going to stick our finger into ice cold water. And we're going to see how long we can keep our finger in the ice water until we just can't take it anymore. And after that, we're going to put some Crisco or shortening, which Mom might use to bake with. And that is going to be like our blubber on our finger. So our finger is our animal today. And we're going to put that and see how long we can last in the ice cold water. So I'm going to turn the camera and we're going to start our experiment.
Hi, first grade. Hope you're having a good day today. Here's Mrs. Huber.
Hello! Okay, so Josh and I are going to stick our finger. Our finger is our animal, and we're going to each stick it in the ice cold water. And we're going to challenge each other and see who can last longer, just our finger in the ice cold water. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, this is cold. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my goodness, it's so cold. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,
really cold.
Yeah?
Yeah.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Who's going to last longer? Me or Josh? 40, 41, 42, 43, 44.
I have more blubber on my finger.
46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. It's getting cold,
Mrs.
guys.
Huber doesn't want to lose.
I don't want to lose. 57, 58, 59, 60. I can't take anymore. I lasted 1 minute. 1 minute.
Oh yeah, that was really cold.
Oh,
Right about
that
20
was cold.
seconds. 20 seconds got really, really cold.
Oh my goodness. It got cold fast, but Josh and I, we powered through it, and Mrs. Huber didn't want to lose. So now, thank you.
Switch fingers.
We're going to switch from this finger that we stuck in the ice water to this finger that has not been in the ice water yet. And we're going to put Crisco on it, and the Crisco is going to be like our blubber for our finger animal.
There you go. Spread that around. Get a nice layer of blubber.
Yep, spread it all around. Get some blubber on our finger.
Mrs. Huber, how thick are you putting it on here?
A little thicker than you are. Blubber is not a thin layer, guys.
Nope. Let's see how you do with all that blubber and me with only a little bit. Let's see if it
so
really.
So here is my blubber. It's on there pretty thick.
Mine's a little bit thinner. Okay.
So Josh's is a little bit thinner. Mine's a little bit thicker blubber.
Who do you think's going to win now? How long do you think we're going to go? I bet we're more than a minute now.
I bet we can go 2 minutes.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, it's not as cold. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
You're going quick.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Ooh, Josh said around 20 seconds is when it got cold for him.
It's not cold at all.
No, it's not near as cold as it was. 30, 31, 32, 33. You want to continue counting?
5.
So, obviously, do you think the blubber or the Crisco is working? Yeah. So, blubber can keep the animals warmer. So, we're going to keep going and see how long can we last with our blubber on our finger animal. Where are we at, Josh?
50. 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60.
Ooh, we made it to a minute. That's where we took our finger out last time without any blubber. We got to see how much longer we can go with our blubber on our finger.
2.
We're at 1 minute and 20 seconds. Getting a little cold.
2, yep. Minute and a half.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
And I am going to bow out.
Mrs. Huber won! But I'm gonna bow out now too, even though my finger's still warm. But Josh had the thinner layer of blubber on his finger, and I had a thicker layer of blubber. Now, Josh, do you know how animals get blubber?
Eating a lot of different food.
Yes. They eat, just like before they hibernate. And then they store up all the blubber and build it up inside underneath their skin. So the more they have, the warmer they're going to stay in the wintertime. So obviously, on Josh's finger animal, he did not eat a lot. He did not have a lot of blubber. But on Mrs. Huber's finger animal, she ate a lot. And I was able to stay warmer much longer.
Yeah. The crazy thing was, I had a lot on my front side, and I didn't get cold on that side at all. The reason I bowed out was on the back. I didn't put a whole lot on there, and that part got really, really cold.
Interesting. So we figured out we need to eat more. If we're animals that live up in the North Pole or down in Antarctica, they need to eat more to build up their blubber to stay warmer in the winter. Now, my challenge for you is that you go and you challenge someone in your family to see who can last longer with their plain finger animal in the ice water, and then put some Crisco shortening as your blubber fat and see who can last longer in the ice water. And make sure it's ice water.
Really, really cold.
Really cold, because that's what it's like up there.